that bright light? Bright light. All right, so now, guys, welcome back. Tinesha here. We are on our way to work. I'm gonna reboot this car while we're on our way. Because this car is essentially a computer. Every now and again, it needs to be rebooted for whatever reason. I don't know. But for me, it's when I'm trying to connect my phone to the car so that the sound comes out of the speakers. Yeah, every now and again, the Bluetooth or whatever just gets all janky up, and rebooting it, which means I'm just pressing two buttons. Let me show y'all two buttons. All right, just pressing this one and this one at the same time will reboot the car. So, being that I'm going to talk to y'all, because sometimes it takes a few minutes for it to get all connected back up. And you can do this while driving. It doesn't cut the car off or anything. But I normally don't do it because usually I only remember it while I'm driving. And when I'm driving, I really ain't got time. But now, today, we got time. We got time. So basically, I just want to come up here and chat with y'all because it's been a minute since we just had a down good old-fashioned chat. And what we're going to chat about today is how getting this new person, this new head person in charge at my job has really made me want to quit my job. It has really made me start looking for new jobs by way of other people looking for the jobs for me. And I just wanted to come back up here and tell you about where I'm at with that. I mean, it's brought so many moments of reflection. I've had so much time to reflect on things and what do I really want? What do I truly want? And thank goodness for us putting out a desire, something that we want to manifest. But thank goodness for delayed time, meaning that a lot of times what we want, unless it's just been what we wanted for a long time, and maybe we're just coming to the conscious realization of that thing. But for the most part, we usually have to come up to speed with what we want and what we're asking for, hence the delay. And sometimes that delay is the time that we need to refine our requests, to really hone in on what are we truly asking for versus what we think we want. Because the grass isn't always greener on the other side. You know that saying. We think we want something because over there looks better, then we get over there and we're like, no, maybe nah. So yeah. So with that, I've always found the lesson to learn to be content in your current situation. Learn the art of contentness. And then learn the art of up-leveling. Because sometimes, most times, all the time, wherever you go, there you go. You're the constant in all of this. So you may think like, I'm in this situation here, this situation A, and I hate it because blah, 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 blah. So you move to situation B. And then you might find that situation B is bringing you more or the same of what situation A brought, because you're the constant in that situation and you truly haven't done the work, the growth work. It may change to bring upon different results. Not to say everything is your fault. It's not. This lady is not my fault. This lady got issues. But what is my fault is her issues really get under my skin. The skin is mine, right? And so how I feel about it is mine. My perspective is mine. And therefore, that's what's irritating my soul, regardless of what she does. Because honestly, everywhere we go, we can learn how to flow within that given environment. We can learn how to be so constant in who we are that the environment has no other options but to bend to meet us where we are. You ever been on a job where somebody says this person is horrible or whatever, they're this, they're that, but yet when you interact with that person, you have a whole different experience? You're like, no, this person, they help me, they like me, they encourage me, they're really pleasant toward me. I've been in that situation a lot. So I'm just saying that one person doesn't always have to be the same way toward everybody. You can be the exception, even if that is that person's dominant nature. I'm working with somebody whose dominant nature is to be a micromanager. While she's a micromanager, that doesn't have to be my experience with her. It doesn't, right? So I get to work on that. And then if I'm being who I am and being true to who I am and this, that, and the other, the universe will have a way of lining you up with what is the best fit for you. Okay? So basically what I'm saying is I'm using my situation at work to exercise and to stand firm, surely, confidently in my point of attraction, okay? And not to let my point of attraction become something other than what it is. Meaning that if this person being a micromanager is irritating my soul, guess what my point of attraction becomes? My point of attraction becomes things that irritate my soul and or other micromanagers. Everything will be a micromanaged experience. I don't want that. So therefore, we're going to learn how not to react to that. And we're going to learn how to shift perspectives. And we're going to learn how to do something different to attract something different. Also, the lesson that I'm getting from this person at work is it really encouraged me to sit and really just look at what do I want. And honestly, I want the path of least resistance and the path of most allowance. But I think in this situation, it's going to be the path of least resistance. I want the path of least resistance. So for me, what do I love my job. Love might be too strong of a word. I really like my job. I know my job. I know my assignments. I know my coworkers. I get along well with everybody on the team, with everybody who I work with. There are no issues. The only point of contention is this person, has been this person. And even then, because the team has been very vocal about her, she has been encouraged to interact with us less, which is a plus. I enjoy the money that I make on this job. I enjoy the levels of responsibilities I have in combination to the levels the money that I make. I make a lot of money, over $200,000 a year. And I really don't have any responsibility outside of my job. Me. Just me. I'm not in management position, which I love because y'all know my number one goal and priority in life is to travel. I've been in managerial positions before, whereas when you are trying to travel on the level that I travel, that's not always a good thing, because how can you manage when you ain't never there? So I don't really like that, because to me, to be a manager means you need to be hands-on. You need to know what's happening with your team, with your assignments, with your projects, moment to moment, day to day. So I love that. I love that for the most part, things are very comfortable here. It's 9/11. I'm just look, it's 9/11. I'm late. I'm supposed to be to work at 9. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna shoot a text message. I mean, an email. As soon as I'm gonna pull over at some point and send this little email. I'm doing all of this talking and breaking all rules. So basically, yeah, that's one of the things with this person. She put in, and like I said, the problem has been that these rules aren't for everybody. They're just for a select few, and I'm in that select few. So the select few is core hours be at work between the hours of 9 and 3. Now, I have teammates who they don't do that. And I had asked them specifically, why don't they do that? And they said, because they haven't been told to do that, so they're not doing it. And I'm not one to blow up anybody else's good thing, right? But then I said, you know what? I can follow these rules. 9 to 3 isn't much to ask for. And if I'm not going to be able to meet that, all I got to do is send an email to the team letting them know I'm running late. Let's pull over in this little church, so I can send my email. Ooh, Lord. Lordy, Lordy. Boom, sent. Running late in by 10. I'll be there by 9:30. So what I had to do for me, for my soul, for my peace, is just list out a list of positive aspects, guys. That's one of the things that helps me the most when I want to be helped. Because trust me, sometimes I just want to sit in my feelings for a second. And sitting in my feelings, I have to know all that comes along with that. A, changing my point of attraction, meaning that because I'm in my feelings, I may attract some more BS before I attract something better, or before the situation changes. Just know that we're human. Just be conscious and know that what you're signing up for when you're choosing to take the path that is less than holy. Okay, just know that. But now I'm ready to come out of my feelings. I'm ready to come out of my feelings. So when I make my list of positive aspects, I say, you know what? The positive is this. If I get to work by 9 or before 9, it just means I can get off earlier. Yay. Yay. It forces me to get up and to get started, get my day started, instead of just kind of lollygagging, getting up later, or doing whatever. It just really forces me to have a little bit more discipline around that area. And it's never been a bad thing when I get up earlier. So being at work at 9 isn't much to ask for, right? Now this lady, she keeps moving the goalposts. So even so, it's like boom, bam, I'm doing this on time. Then she came up with this new rule. I can't work more than 10 hours a day. Really? Why? Why? Because there are people on my job to this day, on my team to this day. They work what they work. They don't even care. They work 11 hours. They work 12 hours. They work what they need to work for their life. That's always been the rule. That's always been the thing. But now for me and a certain select few others, this has been her thing. And it's like, okay, now she just... Anyways. And if you do, you have to just get permission from her. Now, I'm not getting permission from her. I'm not doing it. So what it made me do is say, you know what? Honestly, that's fine. Now it forces me to do work-life balance. I work no more than 10-hour days, regardless. Normally, I would do more than 10 hours, especially if I'm trying to offset time that I'm taking off for vacation. A lot of you have asked me, how is it that I have so much time? And I say, because I work through hours. If I'm going to take a lot of time off for vacation, I will work 12-hour days. Well, now, my new thing is, I don't work no more than 10 hours. Because just like my money and my budget, I told y'all, I looked at the numbers and I added up the thing. Then that's when I realized I had over 5 years of savings, which is overkill. I did the same thing with my vacation time, because I do the same thing. I will save an hour. I will save. I will work this many hours, work that many hours, and just really save as much vacation time hours as I can. So when I looked at that for this year, with all of the vacations that I've already taken this year, mind you, we just took a 10-day cruise, which I feel like I took over 2 weeks off from work because we did Miami before and after the cruise. I'm going to Ireland this year. So I'm taking all this time off, and I have taken time off. And even when I looked at my hours, I still had 261 hours remaining for the whole year. That's over 6 weeks of vacation that I can still take. And so that said to me, girl, you ain't even got to sweat this nickel and dime and trying to work 10 hours or 12-hour days. You ain't got to do it. And so I decided to give myself a new rule. I mean, yeah, she gave me the rule first. So I decided to give myself a new rule. And that rule is I don't work no more than 10 hours a day. And I might downgrade that to 8 hours, but right now we're 10 hours. I work no more than 10-hour days. And guess what? This also means when y'all need me to work more than 10-hour days, nope. Because you can't have this both ways. You can't have this both ways where I'm saying, you're telling me no, but then when you need me, you want me to do the most. And that's because that bit me. One time they did need me and I did do the most. And guess what? By the end of the month, this lady forgot about it and asked me why did I work X, Y, and Z. I'm like, I had to write up a whole little dissertation because now I keep notes at work. I had to write up a whole little thing. Like, you even praised me and thanked me for doing what I did. But now you forgot. Wow. And yeah. So I said, that is so interesting that when you asked me to do a thing, you forgot a month later what you did. And you gave me some dates and said, why did you do you not remember? And I had to recreate the whole thing. And I ain't heard from her. Silence. So I went to her boss. And her boss was like, oh, no, don't worry about it. So that told me right there, we don't even do favors anymore. And it's sad that you're working on a team where normally you would do these things because that's what teamwork is, and now you don't even feel comfortable, because even when you do the things to help out the team, it may come back to bite you only because somebody has something in their head about you and people who look like you. Y'all know what I'm saying. So, taking my power back, it's okay. I don't work more than 10-hour days. And I just take the vacation time. I mean, I always take the vacation time anyway. I just don't take as much as I actually take because I'm able to offset. But 10-hour days. Then it also gave me a new rule for me. I work no more than 40-hour weeks. Now, mind you, she said no more than 10-hour days. I bet you if I started working like a 50-hour week, she'll probably come up with something new and say it, or because she keeps amending it. But it's okay. I don't work no more than 40-hour work weeks anymore either. And this is giving me time back into my life where I can do other things, i.e. edit videos, i.e. just whatever it is that I need to do for me, and not have to be like, oh, but I'm really working to make up time. No, it's okay, girl. I'm going to take the time off. And even if I ran out of that 260 hours that I have, I will take time off without pay. I can afford to do that too. This is what looking at my numbers has afforded me. You don't have to have a part-time job to work part-time hours. I don't have to be retired to take less of a paycheck, you know, because in retirement, I wouldn't be having a paycheck at all. Right now, I'm transitioning towards retirement. And so I want to start acclimating my life to not be in culture shock, to go from getting a steady paycheck to, oh my goodness, now I'm not getting no paycheck. We can go from getting a steady paycheck, but the paycheck may not be the same and consistent. It may be less sometimes, it may be more sometimes. Or for now, it just may be more. And maybe I'm just going to live a better quality life without a reduction in what I bring in. We'll see. But the point is, I don't want to make rules that has me feeling like I have to do the most because I want to bring in the most. Like, no, it's okay. So those are my two rules that I came up with as a direct reflection of this lady in her rules. It's like, you know what? I accept. You gave me the challenge. I accept the challenge. No more than 10-hour days, no more than 40-hour weeks. Because we are moving toward a life of ease. We are moving toward a life of retirement. We are moving toward a life of reclaiming our time. And not hustling and bustling for no good reason. And hoarding time, just like hoarding money, it's not a good look. So that's what I came up with, y'all. Thank y'all for driving with me to work. And for reminding me that, girl, you late. All right. It's 9:22 now. I'm almost at work. All right. Peace. Y'all, I was just up here talking to y'all this morning about how we making peace with our job, how we love our job, how we don't want to go nowhere. Honey, children of oats. Why I got an interview Wednesday? Why was I contacted today asking if I could come in and interview with them on Wednesday? Of course the answer has to be yes. Well, they said Tuesday or Wednesday. So of course I'm like, Wednesday. The latest time possible. Y'all, we'll see. So y'all already know the energy I'm on. But the funny part about it is, this is the energy I'm always on when I go to an interview. Like, you know, I never have this energy of desperation or this energy that I need a job or anything like that, because I never feel like I do, and clearly I don't. I just talked to y'all today about how we really want to be where we're at, and then this came through. So it is like 5:49 right now. Oh, I text my nail technician to see if she can take me in today. I just text her. I don't even know what time these people close. I was like, can you or somebody in that office take me in today? Because I have an interview. And my nails are trash. I'm driving in the direction of home. So if I don't hear back from her, I'll just go to some other shop. Because tomorrow is Tuesday. And I already have work. One, and I have 2 meetings set up tomorrow already, like in the evening time. Like, actually, dang, what time are my meetings? I feel like, ooh, wait, my meetings might be around noon. I think I have a meeting starting at noon tomorrow, and then I have another meeting directly after that. And this meeting takes some prep, so I gotta prep tonight, read up on some documents and stuff. But this also means between now and Wednesday, what am I wearing to an interview? Is this interview an in-person interview or is it a virtual interview? And then the company, I need to research this company. I don't even know. And then, do I even know anybody who already works there? I don't even know. And then I gotta brush up on lingo, because that's what it is, lingo. I gotta brush up on lingo so I can talk the talk and go in there and walk the walk. But it's just too funny because I just told y'all one thing this morning, and by this afternoon, a whole nother something that I manifested. All right, y'all, let's go try to get ourselves together. Stay ready so you don't have to be ready. Yeah, we not ready. Our eyebrows and our eyelashes are, though.